Right then, ladies and gentlemen, you could probably tell by the title of this video, this isn't something that it's not exactly a series that's going to be making a fucking comeback anytime soon, at least I hope. You see, as I imagine you've seen and gathered and discovered for yourself without me needing to tell you right now, I haven't been uploading the past couple of days, at least not consistently. I had a day off, and then a half day, and then a day off, and then a half day. It was a fucking mess, and I really do apologise for this, because you deserve better. At the very least, seeing as I can't rewind time, you deserve an explanation. You see, this is the point where I stop being a funny man for a little bit, and this is just an explanation from one person being honest to an audience that maybe doesn't want to hear this depressing shit, but hey, you deserve an answer and a reason and not an excuse. It's kind of an excuse, I mean, whatever. Let's just explain the situation. About 2 weeks ago, my grandmother started breaking mentally, to put it in bluntest of forms. And I don't say that as in it's the worst thing in the world. She's still moderately happy. She's fine now. It's just one of those things that, you brace yourself for, and it's kind of expected, as grim as that is to say out loud. It's kind of expected. Again, that's grim, but still it's true. But either way, at the time I was kind of, as said, expecting it, bracing for it, didn't really think it was impacting me at all that much. I mean, I still felt bad, obviously, but I didn't really think I was too horribly affected. My mother, on the other hand, naturally was, because it's her bloody mother. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm not saying I don't love my grandmother, but, it's one of those things where she's at that age, it's kind of like you expect things to start going a little bit wrong, as, again, grim as that sounds, but it's reality. You're stupid for not expecting something like that. But anyway, both my grandmother and my mother ended up being a little bit of an emotional mess because of it, as expected. And here's the thing, I didn't really think I was affected too much by it. It's one of those things where you don't notice the gradual change. You just look in the mirror one day and then suddenly notice, for instance, when you're ripped as fuck. Joke version to try and lighten the mood. You don't really notice the gradual change, then you look in the mirror one day and it's like, oh shit, I'm not a fat slob anymore. Joking, not really too funny, but still, that kind of gradual change thing. I didn't really notice that I was getting less and less happy, less and less motivated. I'm sorry for being depressing, but you wanted to, I assume you'd like an answer, and I'd at least like to explain myself. Yeah, I was just a little bit less motivated, and then it got to the point where I was looking back on my work for the past couple of days. The day before I had the first day off, quote-unquote. Day off makes it sound so happy, like I just wanted a vacation and fucked around for a day. But I looked back at my work and I noticed, wow, this isn't the quality that I was happy with. This wasn't what I came to expect from myself. Never mind what you likely came to expect from me. I was kind of disappointed with myself, and then I realised how miserable and unmotivated and, yeah, I was. And I was really, really disappointed with myself. And then I kind of went a little bit more unmotivated and unhappy, and then just fucking slept all day pretty much. That was the day of E3, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the day before that. I think it was the day before E3, wasn't it? Either way, that was a day where I was just miserable for half of it, and then played The Witcher and cheered up a little bit. That game's fucking awesome, as much as I haven't been covering on the channel because interest is kind of lowered a bit, I guess, because, I don't know, it's understandable. It's a bit of a fucking repetitive game in terms of watching, but playing it, motherfucker, that's fun. That cheered me up for a bit. And I figured, okay, next day, go back to it, and it didn't work. Still felt a little bit poopy. I believe that was a day of E3, I don't remember. My concept of time is fucked with this job. Like, days mean nothing. And so many days bleed into one because of late nights and whatever. Either way. E3 happened, I think I did a half day, because it was like, well, everyone's watching E3. And I want to watch E3. And I'm not feeling the best, and I don't want to make content that isn't good, so, it's the mindset that you'd rather have a video late than a video on time and suck. That was the way I looked at it, really. I didn't want to put out stuff that was garbage. I didn't. And I'm sure you people would be kind enough to say, oh, it isn't garbage, but comparatively it was. And at least in my opinion it wasn't, yeah. When the creator isn't happy with his creations, there's a bit of a fucking problem. But either way, I had a couple of days off, and again, I just sat there, and it's like, things be getting me down, because my microphone broke, and that was another reason why I wasn't happy with my content, because the audio quality was utter fucking cock. Don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if you can fucking notice, but it's fixed now because I got a new microphone. I don't think the old microphone was the problem in terms of the model. I think mine literally just broke. I don't even know why. Fuck knows. I wish I knew. Anyway. back to the point at hand, you know, the depressing shit that I was trying to skip over, but hey, here's the depressing shit because you wanted an explanation. Well, I wanted to give you an explanation. I keep saying you wanted one. You never asked for it, but I'm giving you it anyway. So, yeah, I pretty much tried to motivate myself and get in a happier place, and I think it worked. You know, I'm kind of at peace, because, you know, it's one of those things I said with my whole grandmother decaying mentally. I keep being so blunt about it, but I think that's the way she fucking referred to it. She's not somebody that... She's affected by it, but she can laugh at it. She's at that point where she was bracing herself for it, and she's kind of not necessarily okay with it, because I don't know how you can be, but, you know, she's dealing with it better than we are, funnily enough. Which is saying something. Fucking hell, she was like, I think she's 84 now, and she's been independent for the past fucking God knows how long. She's that old, and she was still independent. Proud of her. But yeah, kind of... I suddenly realised how almost feel sorry for me this video is. That's not the point. Sorry. As I said, just explaining it. And tried to motivate myself again, and feeling better this morning. Feeling a lot better, because I don't know if you can hear, I got a new microphone, and that should have fixed the audio issue. So that's one thing off the checklist of terrible content. I pretty much live tweeted E3. I know this is a random thing, but I realised, hey, my creativity's still there, because I was making stupid jokes about E3 all the time. That kind of worked well. I was enjoying myself doing that. Live tweeting something sounds so obnoxious because you hear it and see it, it's like, ugh, why? But with E3, I don't know. People that were following me seem to enjoy it. My followers didn't tank or nosedive or whatever. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. I mean, I'm usually tired in the fucking mornings, so it's impossible to gauge whether or not it's going to be a good day when I wake up. It's impossible. I am a miserable morning person. But I'm feeling better. So I'm going to do my best to try and make some recordings today. I'm going to try and get back to 100% today, and if it doesn't happen today and happens tomorrow, and this video happens to go up today, this is all relative to you, not me. I don't know which day I'm referring to at this point. The day of this video going up, I should be back at 100%, I plan, because what I want to do is, because usually, this is some behind the scenes stuff I don't know, I've never explained, but hey, here it is. Usually I just record 2 videos a day, and the last video of the previous day is the first of today, and then the first recording of today is the second of today, and then so on. That was explained terribly, but I hope you know what I mean, and if you don't, well, fuck it. Either way, what I'm basically saying is, I'd always be working on the things I recorded that day, for that day, so it was kind of a pressured time frame, I guess. It's not something I'd ever bitch about. I love this fucking job, you know. Fucking hell, mincing my words. To clarify, this isn't that I wasn't happy with my job, I just got a little bit unhappy in general with life, and then unhappy with my content by proxy. It wasn't that I wasn't enjoying the job, it was just so much that I was kind of miserable outside of it. Don't let this come across as if, oh, I play games for a living and edit, oh, how sad. That's not it. It's not it at all. Just for clarification. Now, I'm sure most of you weren't thinking that, but just for the sake of fucking clarifying for myself. I still love this job. You know, it's nothing to do with me not enjoying it anymore, it's just I couldn't do it at a level that I was happy with, basically. So yes, the plan is, seeing as I've had a couple of days off, I'm going to take advantage of that. And fucking already broken the chain, right? Might as well reinforce it to be stronger this time. So what I want to do is record a whole bunch today, maybe tomorrow, and get ahead, so I'm always a day or two ahead with uploads and editing, so that way I have a little bit more time to work with, you know? I'm not saying I don't have enough spare time. I actually have a relatively fair amount of it, all things considered. But, I would like it so I'm not so stressed for time when it's like, well, it's 6 o'clock and the video needs to go up at 10 and it's going to take 2 hours to edit, an hour to upload and render. It's like, oh, fucking kind of on the clock on that one. I would like to have like a day's leniency so I can just record one half of the day and then edit the other, instead of it being edit, record, edit, and then I've got like fucking no time to actually think. So, yeah, I think that about covers it. This is pretty much my apology to you for not providing content for you, because as much as I'm sure there are going to be people like, oh, it's okay, take a day off, like, there are comments I read that are like so... I'm sure you're expecting a swerve to me to go the other way here, but there are so many comments that are just so nice, where it's like, they say stuff like, I get to come home to your videos and it brightens up my day and it makes a shitty day good and stuff like that. And that makes me feel really bad. And I'm not trying to make those people feel bad, but it's like, when I take a day off, it's like, I'm not just taking a day off for myself, am I? I'm like depriving people of their... I don't know. It's fucking weird to think that my videos actually do any good for anyone. It is really weird. You know, I'll never be able to get past that. That I have a positive impact on anyone's life other than my own. Even that one's astounding, to be honest. I'm not a miserable person, but one of those things where looking back a couple of years, wouldn't have expected this, but either way. So, sincerest apologies that I haven't been uploading the past couple of days consistently. Because, you've got to expect, like, 2 videos a day every day, you know? And the least I could have done is announced it, you know? Like, if I'm going to take a week off for a vacation or whatever, to, like, recoup creatively or whatever, I should give you a heads up. I should let you know. It shouldn't just be, oh, today there's no videos. I hope he's not dead. I hope nothing's gone horribly wrong. But, yeah, everything should be sorted. The situation with me grandmother is going to be fine because she's now in a more comfortable place. She's now in a home. I worded that horribly. She's now in a more comfortable place. That could have gone in a much darker fucking direction. But yeah, she's now in a home. She's now being looked after properly because she no longer can, which is sad when you think of that. She's been independent for the past, well, fucking all the time of her being alive, barring a child. Jesus, that's not being edited out. That's one for the record books. My voice broke fucking astoundingly. Jesus. Oh god, I need more water. I'm fucking dehydrated or something. Anyway, yeah, she's now in home. She's better, and my mother is feeling a lot better, and I am. So yay. It's one of those things I said at the beginning. I didn't think it was affecting me, and then all of a sudden, it did. So, next couple of days, I should be getting back to work. Then again, relative to you, it would be the past couple of days. I'll be back 100% making jokes and being ha-has, being more creative, making videos that I'm proud of and happy with and not disappointed with, because those past couple of videos were just... I mean, the Binding of Isaac ones, wasn't too unhappy with. But the Mercenary Kings, Don't Starve one, the second one, I'm sure you'd be kind enough to say, oh, it's not that bad. Exactly, it's not that bad. It's close enough to bad. I like to think that I make good stuff. Anyway, yeah, should be back at 100% after you've heard this video. And after I've recorded it, I should be making a concerted effort to get back to it. And just so you know, because I always like to tell people the equipment that I use, I was previously using the EV-RE20 for a microphone, and I'm now using the Sennheiser MK4 something or other. It's the microphone Immortal HD uses. Pretty much, if I want to be screaming at the top of my lungs and then whispering the next, I need to be using a condenser microphone, not a cardioid. I know that's technical as fuck, and most of you don't give a shit, but for those that do... Because, fun fact, I'm a content creator, and the way I found out how to get my equipment was from other content creators. Like, I got the One Turtle Biscuit users, and that was a bad idea because he uses his for just speaking normally and not screaming like a fucking lunatic and doing different voices, which is really hard to equalise, whereas this microphone takes care of that a lot fucking better. So, for those of you looking to do Let's Plays, Sennheiser MK4, it's fucking awesome. I mean, I literally plugged this in and did near to nothing with it, and it sounds awesome. I've also got a couple of other things. This is like an update video, isn't it? Jesus. I'm not complaining about it, because I'm sure some of you appreciate it, and I've always wanted to make them, but I waited till I had a camera. I don't have a fucking camera, because I wanted to wait to get a new house. I don't have a new house. Every fucking plan I had has gone down the shit pan and come out into the sewage drain and fucking polluted a river. It's gone terribly. I planned to be in the new house by now, making different stuff, but everything's gone to shit because apparently landlords don't like the idea of a screaming lunatic taking one of their houses. Understandable! But fuck you, I make more money than you do, give me a house. I don't get to be arrogant very often, but when it came to house hunting, motherfuck did I get arrogant. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I got a couple of audio interfaces and preamps with the Line UX2 and the PreSonus Tube Pre V2. Again, I'm sure there are very few that actually give a shit, but I like to tell people what I use, so... Because when I was starting this, I literally looked up what other content creators used and couldn't fucking find the information for love nor money. You know, like, the only content creator I was aware of that actually listed his equipment in the About page was Total Biscuit. And that's what I do. And I'm sure a lot of you look there and scratch their heads like, well, why? Well, if somebody wants to make their own content, their own channel, now they know what equipment I use so they can copy it. And if they copied what I used originally with the EV-RE20, let's hope they didn't get a broken one. I don't know what I fucking did, but I broke it. I don't know what I did, it was broken. Oh, it's a damn fine microphone as well, it's one of the best. There's that and the Shure M7B. Those two are the best microphones ever, and I managed to fucking break one. Either that, or I forgot how to use it halfway through. This is a rambling piece of shit, I'm sorry. This was supposed to be me saying sorry and oh yeah, here's the situation with my emotions, now they're back together in one piece and Humpty Dumpty didn't have a great fall. Now we're just talking about what fucking boxes of electronics we're using. I am the king of tangents. Should have been tangents of grace. Anyway... yeah, that should be it. I'm pretty sure I've attempted to wrap this up 5 times and found something else to talk about, such as this. Yeah, again, sincerest apologies for not uploading consistently. I'm sure many of you would be kind enough to say it's okay, but even for my standards, I don't think it's okay. I should have at least let you know sooner. You know, I should have told you about this sooner. Like, just saying on Twitter to a select few faithful that follow me on that, and not to the collective audience that are interested on actual YouTube, is a stupid thing to do. Like, you should always communicate to the majority of your audience, not the minority. So, again, I apologise, but it wasn't as if I just took a day off because I was bored and couldn't be arsed. It technically was, but it was for other reasons as well. It was other reasons that fed into that can't be arsedness. Anyway, motherfucker, I'm rambling. Done. End of video. Thank you for watching this, thank you for putting up with my bullshit. And look forward to me being creative again. I might even be going back to Dark Souls 2 because I missed that game. I am so fucking bipolar with that. Mainly because Dark Souls 3 got announced officially, you know? Looking forward to that shit. E3. Here's something, here we go, here's the interactivity. You've all likely been watching E3. Tell me what games you're looking forward to me playing from E3, because some of them are releasing. I mean, most of Sony's stuff is like, hey, remember their old stuff? Yeah, we're bringing it out again, as awesome as it is. The old stuff that's coming out again isn't coming out this fucking year, damn you, you cock-teasing bastards. But for me, I'm looking forward to For Honor the most. That game looks fucking amazing. And that Viking-esque developer that came out and spoke about it, that's how you pull off cheese and awesome in the same vein. He nailed that shit. He needs to be presenting all of E3 next year. Anyway, yeah, leave what games you're looking forward to from E3 in the comments so we don't have such a depressing comment section, because I've literally rambled about bullshit, spoke about some depressing bullshit, and basically said nothing but bullshit. And I'm not used to making videos like this. Can you tell? Really sorry. And also, tell me if you prefer this microphone. It goes without saying you probably do, because the other microphone ended up being tinny, weird, sharp, and piercing. This is warm and welcoming. And I haven't even hooked up the fucking preamp that I had, the PreSonus, which is supposed to make it even better. The RME babyface seems to be doing that well enough. Rambling again. I'm just going to end it now. Bye-bye!